Tonight, we don't get too many of these on here, but that's why it's such a pleasure to talk to this guy. He's a kickboxer. I've seen his Instagram videos. He has kind of this vibe of a fighter that we were trying to figure out in the mid-2000s who was an excellent Muay Thai fighter, so to speak, and kickboxer as well. My guest this time is Mr. Tyqwan Coles. What's going on, man?
What's good, man? How you doing?
Good, man. So tell me about your fight coming up.
August 16th, we got a well-rounded opponent, much-respected opponent. It's going to be a banger. I'm going to do what I always do.
Very good. So what about, what was I going to say? I mean, tell me a little bit about, like, your opponent. Do you know him? Do you know anything about him?
No, I don't know, like, I don't know my opponent personally, but, like, he's a good opponent, you know, he's fought some good guys. He could bang, so that's what we like to see, you know, we like to bang. So that's what is appreciated.
All right. Where can I watch it?
Watch the fight?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be a pay-per-view, so you could just stay tuned on Full Contact Instagram and Facebook. Full Contact Promotions. Yeah,
I didn't know if Millions was streaming it or not.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. They actually, honestly, they do actually. I think they are.
Okay, yeah, that's part of, you know, like what we do here at Millions is that.
Yeah, I'm new to this. I ain't never heard of it.
No, you're good. Believe me, the majority of the guys that I talk to, they're new at this, and it's, you know, they don't realize that, like, what we do at Millions is that we help promote these guys, and we, you know, we stream a lot of y'all's pay-per-views and stuff like that. So you should have a pretty good turnout coming out.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to hearing that. Then we'll try to watch it on August 16th. You know, I've got a pretty full schedule that day, but do you know where you're at on the card? Like, are you mid card, early?
I'm main card. I'm the main card for the kickboxing portion.
Are you amateur or pro?
Amateur. Amateur.
That's good. You're on the main card and you're an amateur.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't see that too much, but that's fantastic. I'm glad to hear that because I like to see, you know, guys get their own. And how old are you?
I'm 22.
Yes, and still just a kid. You know, you're not a kid, but you get my when you become my age, you'll understand. I was kind of a kid when I was 22 years old.
Yeah.
You'll be like, I didn't know shit back then.
No, word, that's a fact. Still learning every day.
Where are you from?
Geneva, New York. Shout out Geneva. Shout out to Brits, man.
Never been to Geneva, New York.
You gotta stop by.
I know it. Where would it be? What major city would it be close to?
So Geneva?
Yeah.
Rochester.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm familiar with Rochester. New York is such a big state, so I can't always like pinpoint all the other smaller cities. Yeah. You got a lady friend in your life?
Nah, my girl, she passed recently, not too long ago, about a year ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that. Well, I won't touch on that then. But yeah, but I was just thinking, you know, because, you know, there's always like, who is probably the person that is the most concerned in your life right now that you fight? Because there's always that one person.
I would say my mom, but most definitely my grandma. She's definitely most concerned.
That's right, baby. Now you gotta look. You gotta go out there and beat. You gotta go out there and don't let them hurt you. Okay? Can't y'all just use your words? No.
Yeah, she hate that I fight. She ain't been to a single fight yet.
Now you're gonna get your head bashed in, and then I'm gonna have to kill you. And then you won't have no problems in that department, baby. I'm sorry. I'm from Tennessee. That's how women talk down here. I'm from Tennessee. So there you go. They say that Tennessee is one of the top 4 states when you think of talent, and so is New York. So
Tennessee?
Yeah. Well, you think about it, Nashville, Memphis. It's a lot of talent. I mean, Nashville is, other than casinos, Nashville is basically like Las Vegas now.
Word?
Yeah, with the exception of like the casinos and prostitution. Yeah, it's basically like Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm from Memphis. I'm from Memphis.
Okay.
But what do you? So what do you? What's your like? Are you trying to go pro?
Yeah, I do got plans of going pro soon. Not like I got plans of going pro. I can even say soon. I got plans of going
Right. I get it. What's? Do you have a job while you're doing this?
pro. Yeah, I am working as well.
You do what?
I said yes, I am working as well.
Where do you work at?
I do construction.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that too. I have. I haven't done it in quite some time, but I've gotten a little bit. I'm getting a little too old to be doing it, but
Yeah.
don't worry. You still got
time. Most definitely.
you got fresh legs. You good. But oh man, what's your walkout song?
What's my walkout song?
Uh-huh.
Superstar. By Felipe something. I forgot his name.
Oh,
If you are what you say, you know that song? If you are what you say, you are.
I was just curious because, yeah. And what's your weight class?
I fight 155. I also fight 170. I got a belt at 155 and 170. So.
Okay, yeah, you're pretty cut for 155er.
Yeah.
I would have guessed you were about 135 or 145. So you're pretty cut for 55.
Oh, you think I'm smaller?
You look like you don't have to like cut any weight.
Nah, I got to cut to get to 155.
How much do you weigh?
I walk around at like 185.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the gaming chair you're in or something like that. But you look
it
really.
Probably is. I probably look small. I'm 6'4".
Maybe it's the. Yeah. Well, no, okay. Like I just interviewed. Like so, if you're at 155, if you're going to try to fight at 155, like most guys that fight at 155 have a little bit of fluff on them at 170. So you're pretty cut so if you're walking around 185, you're pretty cut. So you must have a hell of a time cutting down to 155.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
so it's bad. It's not too bad actually. I can't even say it.
Dude,
last time I had to cut, I cut down to 55 in like a week's notice.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's understandable. I mean, if you cut more than 20 pounds in a week or whatever, man, you're going to die. It's just.
Yeah, but I come from I wrestled in high school, so cutting weight's not too crazy.
Oh, you're tough as nails then. I mean,
yeah.
Did you ever have to fight the same day that you weighed in or when you wrestled?
Did I ever have to wrestle the same day I weighed in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that seemed like a dumb question, but I've heard stories. I didn't wrestle, but I've in fight game, you weigh in the day before your fights or whatever. But in the wrestling game, they used to like put you on the scale and then you wrestle that night.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So, have you ever considered mixed martial arts since you have that wrestling background?
MMA, yeah, I plan on switching back over to MMA soon. So yeah,
I know. I don't know what it is. I'm a big MMA fan, but for some reason lately here, the game has been kind of like not as intriguing to watch these days for some reason.
Yeah.
And it's not in my best interest to say this as a journalist and a broadcaster, but there's something about it nowadays where when I go to like a kickboxing bout, or a straight up jiu-jitsu, those are better competitions than like the MMA right now.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying for sure.
So, have you let's see. So, do you have any jiu-jitsu?
Not too much. No.
I hear you. As long as you can defend it, you're good.
Yeah.
That's the one thing is that if you defend your jiu-jitsu.
Big wrestling back then.
Yeah. Oh man, I love dude. Those you freestyle wrestling or Greco-Roman?
No, just regular high school.
Oh, okay. Okay. I haven't. I have yet. One of my goals is to interview a Greco-Roman wrestler. I haven't done one yet, and
Right.
you know, on Millions here, you know, you've got tons of fighters and combat specialists and stuff like that. I have yet to interview somebody that specializes in Greco-Roman wrestling, so
Yeah.
should be fun. But so, how many fights have you had?
I'm 4 and no, not 4.
Do what?
I think 6-1.
Okay.
6-1, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. I can't imagine.
And
You know, not
I've had one MMA fight.
one MMA fight. Okay, how'd that go?
I lost that fight.
So understand. It's a difficult sport.
Yeah,
I mean-
it wasn't. I ain't really. It was pretty weird. It was pretty weird first experience. I dropped my opponent in like the first 30 seconds of the fight, and then the ref stood us back up and and said I hit him while he was grounded. But in the video, I didn't hit him while he was grounded.
They had to have.
He ended up getting a submission one. He ended up getting a real naked.
Right, so they assumed that they thought that you like kicked him while he was on the ground.
Nah, punched him. They tried to say I punched him while he was on the ground.
I thought you could punch him while they're on the ground.
Not the first 2 fights. Now this.
Wait a second. You mean like first 2 fights?
Yeah, your first 2 fights, MMA amateur, you can't do ground and pound.
You know what? It seems like I've heard that before. I don't hear that too often, but yes. Which, what are you supposed to do? It's an MMA fight. So
Exactly.
I mean, my thing is that, so when you're on standing up, you're doing a kickboxing bout. When they're on the ground, it's a jiu-jitsu match. That's not MMA.
Word though.
Yeah. But I will not argue with these. I will not argue with these commissioners. I'm not going to say his name, but I just dealt with one of the state athletic commissioners not too long ago in one of the states down here. I'm not going to say who it is, but he was an asshole. And those guys are worse than game wardens if you're a hunter. So it's like, you know, you can keep that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any hobbies?
I DJ. Other than that, no, really not.
Yeah, there you go. No, I can't. No, I got all my sound effects. Bump, bump, bump.
I don't know if you'll hear mine.
Yep. Yep. I hear it.
I stream too, actually, on mine. I stream.
What do you stream on?
Twitch.
I figured you were going to say Twitch. What do you stream? Video games or DJing?
I do. I stream myself DJing. I do IRL streams, party streams, stuff like that.
How's that working out?
It's going good.
I always wanted to do that.
I mean, you got the setup for it, man.
Yeah, I know. I just need to figure out what it is that I need to do in detail, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very detail oriented. You know, I so
What
that
kind of camera you got?
I got a Sony ZV-E10.
Is that a webcam or is it a camera cam?
No, it's an actual camera. To me, it's I work with a company called Ecamm Live, and I don't work for them, so to speak, but I'm you know I'm real close to the community over there. But they are excellent about telling you what kind of cameras and what kind of microphones and all that stuff to use. And the Sony ZV-E10 pretty much is the standard if you're trying to be a streamer with a camera, so to speak.
Yeah.
That's what this is now. Sony ZV-E10. So very good. Yeah, that's to me that's the industry standard when it comes to like doing a stream.
Exactly.
Oh man! Before I let you go, man, you got anything you want to say, and then we'll promote your fight, and if you got anything to say.
Shout out all my sponsors, Jamie Zink, Dale and Johnny Zink. Who else we got? I got another fact. That's it right here, man. Shout out all the sponsors, man. Y'all shout out all my sponsors. That's it. Destiny World, man. Y'all know how we get. August 16th, we about to go crazy. Stay tuned.
And you say it should be on Millions, right?
Yes, sir. It should be on here.
All right, cool. Because I'm familiar with the organization, so I just didn't know where they were streaming. And say where the organization is for the people at home.
What? The Full Contact?
Yeah, Full Contact.
Full Contact Promotions. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That'll work, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming on, man. If you ever want to do this again, let me know.
Appreciate you for bringing me up. For sure. Just hit me up. Let me know.
I got you, man. I know it's late where you're at, man. You get some sleep, man.
I got you, man.
All right, brother. Man, this has been the Hank Russell Invitation. Y'all have a pleasant evening.